Hey, what's up, everybody? Today I'm going to be drawing a wolf in front of you guys because I am Bango off of Hatena, as some of you might know already. So I'm just going to sit here and step by step draw a wolf. Probably won't talk that much. Probably just me on video. Sorry if you can hear epic in the background. I was bored, so I just put on a movie of some sort. So I'm going to be drawing a wolf, and the first thing you need to do is draw a circle. Because a circle is the first thing you want to put on a wolf, so that way you can figure out where the head's supposed to be. That's what I've always done with all of my drawings, so I'm probably just going to do that forever now. Even this could be a perfect circle, everybody. See that? Yeah, you guys see it. See, even this can be a perfect circle. It doesn't have to be a perfect circle or anything. It just has to be a regular, normal, little circle. God. Then you want to draw one of these in there. It will tell you where the nozzle is supposed to be and where you're supposed to put the hair and the shoulder blade, and it will help out a lot. And then you want to start drawing the snout, because I've seen a lot of people make this mistake and not draw the snout until like the last second, and I'm like, well, you gotta draw the snout, you person. Obviously, you just gotta draw it because it's part of the wolf. I haven't seen many snoutless dogs in my life. So you're supposed to look like this when you first start out the snout, because when you start out a snout, it's gonna take a while to do. It doesn't really care if it's out to the side, because you'll do perfections later when you're done with the drawing. So we can just do this. Okay. After you're done with the snout, you want to start going down to where the cheekbone's gonna meet and where it's gonna have its mouth. Because what dog doesn't have a mouth? You draw it like this, and then you take it from down from the lip, such as this. Therefore, it actually has a mouth, unlike some people who don't really draw the nozzle. And I just think to myself, well, you have to draw a nozzle on the dog, you know? It's just so it's supposed to sort of look something like this in Fango style, only in Fango style, or else it's nobody else's style. The next thing I'd like to do is just draw around the ear, so I know where I'm supposed to be putting the head. Because when we start, the hairline is supposed to intersect about here and go down to its snout and around from ear. So I do it like that. Some others do it a different way. I personally don't know how they do it. And those people who do it are a lot better than me. And they're on Instagram. If I gotta go check them out, because they're really good. Next thing you want to do is erase the area in which you're not going to use, which would probably be that circle that you drew earlier. Because no one wants a blueprint under their... Shut up. No one wants a blueprint in there, on their drawing. Then you want to take it down from there to the chest. The chest and the shoulder blade sort of intersect into the shoulder itself, so you really don't have to care about that much. You're gonna have to redo the chest a lot because you don't want your wolf to be too fat, but then again, you want it to be a perfect skinny size. So you want to do like this, and then this. You want to show a bit of pride in your work. Well, at least I know I want to. I don't know about you personally, but I'm sure you do. It should look like this when you're partially done, because I sort of put a neckline there. You don't really have to put necklines on the wolf itself, but you sort of do in a way, so it makes it look normal. And then from there, I begin on the hair, because you draw the hair before you draw the eye, so you don't have a bunch of stuff all over your drawing. Because you should use something like these. These are Prismacolor markers, and they're really good for drawing. Copics are much better, but the Prismacolors are fairly cheapish. $20 for 6 of them. Yeah, $20 for 6 of them. they're at Walmart. Copics aren't, so you want to use those if you like markers, or if you use colored pencils, you want to use Prismacolor colored pencils, which are easily blendable, unlike Crayolas. You really need to know. So let me get this in. Don't really care about the hair, but the hair has to have some kind of length to it and some kind of volume. Because if the hair doesn't have volume, it just looks like a flat thing. So put some volume inside the hair, but you're going to redo it a few times probably anyway. So I wouldn't really worry about it. After you draw the hair, you draw the ear coming out of the hair, since wolves have 2 ears. And then comes the hard part areas, like where to put the areas of the ear. Because this sort of looks right in a way, but this ear right here does not look correct. And I'll agree with myself on that one. I listen to my own brain, not myself. This should be what it looks like, not like the one I just drew. Hold up. There we go. Should be just like this. Then what you do is you take that, and wolves do have a cheekbone, and it should intersect with this bone right here that goes up to its ear. See, if we also have the ear cheekbone that leads down to our chin and our temple, so does a wolf. Wolves have a really good body structure. You don't want your wolf to be too fat, but then again, you don't want it to be too skinny. So I usually put a shoulder blade there. Then I make the body, well, body-ish thing. So like this. So at the moment I have this, which is pretty good at the moment. You want to add part of the shoulder blade area to make it look like it has a shoulder, like that. Now what you want to do is the eye, and the eye is always the hard part, because you have to go back to your muzzle area, and it will protrude with the muzzle. It will line up with its nose. So it will probably be a bit under the hair, so you just draw it fakely, like sort of what I'm doing right now. I'm just drawing it fake, I'm not actually drawing. Then when you start to go down, that's when you start to actually draw it. Sort of like that. But you don't want the eye to be too small, or else it's going to look like a little retarded thing. Now there's actually a pupil, and whenever you see the white part, that's not the pupil. The pupil is actually the dark black part. So like in my eye right now, there's some shine, because I have the light hitting on my eye, which sort of wolves would too if they're out in the wild. And then you do this, put a pupil there, and then you lightly shade the area. As such. Sort of like this. So this is the wolf I have done now. Pretty enough. It looks really good at the moment, but you don't want its hunchback to be like that, because then it looks like the hunchback of Notre Dame. So I'd do something like this if it's sitting down. Because the wolves' tails aren't big, fat, and bushy like a husky's. They're more like they go down. They go down on the ground, and that's where they stay, partially for a while. So yeah, that's sort of how you do the wolf. Then what you do is you want to do cleanup, which is straightening the lines, fixing any mistakes you believe you made, which is good because you always make mistakes when you're drawing. When you're drawing, you also want to make sure you're doing it the right way, and you have yourself a signature. And my signature is just a Fango signature in a cursive heart, like this. And here it is, final product. Let's see if you want to color it. If you color it, some areas will be darker, but mostly any color will look regular. Unless if you're using Crayola, because Crayola takes forever to blend. So what you do when you're using Crayola is you have to darken it up a lot. Then you have to darken it up even more. You have to lighten it with white, and then you have to do it all again. So, sorry, I thought someone was behind me. So, you just have to keep doing that regularly. You want to make sure every line of yours is straight. You want to make sure all of the calculations look just right before you start coloring, because there is no return when you start coloring. let's see if you have like the special electric markers and erasers, and those cost a lot of money. What I usually use for a pen for anything is just a regular standard Sargent Art black colored pencil. Sargent Art. It's a good brand. It's not the best brand, but it's a pretty good one. It's pretty cheap, $7.20 at Hobby Lobby. I think it's $7.20 at Michael's too. So that's sort of my drawing tutorial for you guys. It's quite good. If you have any questions, just comment below. Me and Maxine will be doing some things like the smoothie challenge, and maybe we're even thinking about Omegle. So if you have anything for us to do, comment it on, and we might do it. You never know, because we don't have much time to hang out at the moment. But we'll try to get to it as soon as we can. Thank you.